Hello and welcome to the Chelsea Area Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight Series, episode number 30. Today we're here with Traver Lucas from Brahma Haus right on Main Street. How are you doing today, Trav?
I'm doing good. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, very well. So as usual, we figure we start out with a little bit of a bio, let everybody know your background and what brings you all the way up to today here at Brahma Haus.
Yeah. Actually, me and my family, my two kids, moved to Chelsea about a year ago. I'm originally from Manchester and went to school at Washnall for culinary arts and had a few different businesses in the area, Boogie Woogie Barbecue in Hamburg, Innovation Cafe in Plymouth, Chef House Catering, did a lot of catering for frat houses for U of M, things like that. And we moved in the area and just recently, 2 months ago, took over management of the Brahma Haus.
Fantastic. I got to jump back a little bit. Obviously, I've got some inside knowledge of you and whatnot. The Innovation Cafe in Plymouth, now that was inside of a structure and, whatever happens, happens. But at one point up in there, you won something from the Plymouth Chamber of Commerce, correct?
It was not positive it was the Plymouth Chamber of Commerce now. It was a group for Best Restaurant of the Year in Plymouth.
Yeah.
It's so long ago now, I can't exactly remember.
It was a minute. I just think that's crazy considering you were open for 2 hours a day inside of an office building off of like Beck Road.
Yeah, it was a weird situation. We had a lot of good support, though, from the companies in that building and then just the Indus Park around there. And it worked out great for a number of years. It was really good.
Yeah, I remember. It was delicious. Yeah. So that's great. Well, we're so happy to have you here in Chelsea now. Brahma Haus has been doing great for a long time. And I think some fresh blood might be just what it needs to, really turn it into a true staple of our community. Speaking of which, since you've taken over just a couple months ago, you've made quite a few changes around the place, aesthetically, menu-wise. Maybe you could share some of those with us.
Yeah, we're working on them all the time, but some of the things we did, just a few menu tweaks, the recipes, just expanding on what Mike had already done. He already had a great menu there with Middle Eastern, Indian, Greek type thing. And so we've redone the menu boards, simplified a few things. You can check all that out on brahmahaus.com. And then we updated the online ordering system is the main thing to alleviate all the phone pressure and the confusion sometimes with those orders. Mm-hmm. And we revamped the packaging and the to-go space to all compostables and numbering system to help with all that. And it's really smoothed it out and made it easier to do a lot more people with the curbside and everything going on with COVID, not as many people inside. So that's probably the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I know the curbside is huge, and you guys are so well set up for it with those spots out in front there. Once the day, especially dinner time and whatnot, there's not a ton of traffic in those spots. So it's very easy to pull up right out front and, get your curbside pickup and whatnot.
Yeah, especially when you see everybody lined up out there. It's working out great. I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you've got outdoor seating out back for the people that still want to try to on the days that are nice enough to still do it. You've got some space out there, and out front you've even got a couple tables sometimes, I believe.
Yeah, up in the courtyard. McKinley's got the courtyard back there. It's beautiful back there. It's awesome. We take care of that, so it's a good place to have lunch.
Oh yeah, down by the fountain or up in the gazebo, the whole area there. It's great. It is. Now, I also would just like to point out that's awesome you guys are doing the compostable packaging. I know in Chelsea here we have a zero waste coalition, and there's a lot of people that are trying very hard to move everybody into that kind of business platform, and that's just awesome that you guys have already made that change and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of other people doing that too, and the supply chains, the only hiccup sometimes, they don't have everything that we need to order, but it's getting better and better every day.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I think the more businesses that are doing it, that's going to get better every time.
Exactly.
Yep. Now, as far as some of the aesthetics you've done around the place, you've got some new graphics to an extent, tweaked a few things, some of the logos, if you will.
Yeah, we redid the logo and Chelsea Print and Graphics made us a sweet decal for the front door. We changed the lettering, get the hours and the number up there on the door, some posters in the front windows, paint on the inside, some shelving, equipment, things just make things clean it up a little bit and make things flow a little easier for the staff too, as well as the customer.
That's great.
That's the main changes on the menu boards too. Is some of the food items haven't changed, but the descriptions are easier to understand and it's laid out in a way that seems to flow a little bit better.
That's great. Yeah. Now, speaking of some of the menu items and stuff, you guys are currently participating in Sweet Savor Saturdays.
Yeah.
And what is your special for October?
For October, it's $5 off family meals. The family meals they feed 3 to 4 people. And it's things like the Brahma chicken meal, which would be chicken, naan, hummus, Brahma sauce, and rice. It's a lot of food, and it's a good deal. And right now they're $5 off every single Saturday.
That's awesome. That's great. I know last month you guys were doing ice cream discounted and stuff. So happy to have you part of the Sweet Savor Saturdays family.
We appreciate the chamber too for putting that on because it definitely boosted the sales of those items on Saturday. We probably sold about 25 more than we would have normally. So
that's fantastic. Yeah.
You guys doing that.
That's great. That's the point of it. We're trying to make it so it's little amount of work for you, and hopefully put some more money in the pocket. So,
Yeah.
Staying on the menu subject, I am curious. You guys have a very eclectic menu. I eat there far too often, but you can go to anything from a cheesesteak to a burger to falafel to shawarma to gyros to just the normal Brahma sandwiches, chicken, bacon, ranch clubs. I mean, it is quite extensive, and you can't really pin it to one style. I'm curious, what is your favorite menu item? What do you find yourself eating most of the time?
I'm gonna cheat, so I'm gonna do shawarma. I just love the shawarma. It's chicken, shawarma spices, toom, and got the Persian pickles on there. And,
Yes.
And that's the difference. We put ours on naan.
And the pickled turnip.
And we're working on getting that into the next incarnation of the shawarma. And then the second one would be the Brahma chicken bowl, which is the chicken over rice with the Brahma sauce, and usually sneak some hummus and stuff in there too. So
yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, that's good. We'll let you have two. That's fine. Like I said, big menu. I think that's my favorite part is I can stop in there and get something completely different every day. Well, that's fantastic. To close out here, it's very cool that we were able to do this on the same day, but you're actually having your ribbon cutting at 5 o'clock today.
Yep. Pretty excited about that. 5 o'clock. And we already had a big lunch. We've been serving all kinds of food and people are asking about it. So it's already going well.
That's great. It's going to be a good day for Brahma Haus. Yeah, so 5 o'clock, anybody wants to come by and watch Trav use the giant scissors and cut the ribbon, we usually do it right around 5:30. We'll be out front. So no concerns about jamming everybody inside. Weather's looking good. And then afterwards, you can grab yourself some dinner. So that should be a great time. Trav, thanks for coming on today and talking with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I appreciate it. Yeah, and thank you to Shasta Grifka, as always, with Grifka Marketing for sponsoring and facilitating our Spotlight Series today. We will see you guys all next week. And thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.